So you've got a new album out, but the thing that I'm really interested in particular is the app that goes along with it. Tell me a little bit about the apps, both of them, and kind of how they came to be.
So the app that goes with the album is the 360 from Matavision, which is basically we shot the performance of the entire album, and what they do is they installed all these strategically placed cameras around the room, and all the cameras run at the same time, and they link together, and it just makes one seamless shot that you can pan around above, behind, more or less below, and it gives you individual, like you can go from one band member to the next without having to, stop and go to the next scene. You just do a full-on panoramic 360-degree angle of the whole thing. And I thought that was really cool, and I discovered it. It was presented to me at some point by somebody saying, check out this video on YouTube. And I think it was some band that was playing a live concert that they had used this application for. And it was really absorbing. You could get an audience perspective. You could go anywhere on the stage and have that perspective. And just using your finger as a cursor, just move around and look at it, from anywhere you wanted. And no two experiences are exactly alike. So I thought that was really cool. So we had them come in and shoot the performance of the album.
Okay.
So that's that particular app.
So it's kind of like Google Street View, but for Slash.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The next app that I got involved with is with a company called IK Media, and they have this app called Amplitude, and basically they're an amp modeling application, and we did a Slash model. Amplitude application, which is a couple of my signature amps, and you can on your iPhone or your iPad you can plug it in, and basically with a set of headphones or with an outboard speaker or whatever, you can use those sounds, and it's really a huge boon for me because I practice a lot and I don't like people to hear me practicing, and I like it to sound good when I practice. So I can actually have a good sounding amp model right with using my telephone. So I can do it from the dressing room, I can do it in my hotel room, I can do it on the bus, I can do it on an airplane. I can basically do it anywhere.
Do you think there's anything about this particular album that lends itself any more to either the apps than your previous work, or?
Well, not really. I mean, I think basically, the 360 app applies to the album because it is the material from that album. But the Amplitude thing is really, it's basically an amplifier, and it's the same amps that I've been using for years, so it really applies to any of my records.
I mean, if you had to project out, what you kind of intuitively would think if, a couple 100,000 people, say, buy your record, how many would you expect or hope or want to buy, realistically?
For the most part, like the 360 app, I would imagine maybe a quarter of the people who buy the record are fanatical enough to go get the 360 Matavision app. And then for the Amplitude app, that is primarily for guitar players. So an even smaller percentage of people who buy the record, I think, would be buying that app. But I could be wrong. I'm not sure how many guitar players actually buy the record in the first place.